The iconic pier, established in 1909, is home to the world's only solar-powered Ferris wheel, a standout feature that makes Santa Monica truly one of a kind. This beachside city is located just west of Los Angeles County, California, in the United States. Known for its breathtaking coastline, pleasant weather year-round, and an array of attractions and entertainment options, Santa Monica has become a popular destination for both tourists and locals alike. Nestled along the shores of the Pacific Ocean, Santa Monica is often seen as the perfect spot to indulge in a laid-back beach lifestyle, while still being within close reach of the vibrant heart of downtown Los Angeles. Visitors are drawn to its relaxed atmosphere, where the ocean meets the city. Beyond the famed Santa Monica Pier, the city offers a variety of iconic attractions. The Santa Monica State Beach, with its 3.5-mile stretch of golden sand, invites thousands of visitors every year. Whether it's swimming, surfing, or simply unwinding on the shore, the beach captures the essence of California's coastal charm. For those who love to shop, Santa Monica is also a shopper's paradise. The 3rd Street Promenade, a lively pedestrian-only boulevard, is filled with shops, restaurants, and street performers, making it a hub of activity for both locals and tourists. The energy of this area is undeniable, offering a blend of casual fun and chic urban flair. In fact, Santa Monica has earned prestigious accolades over the years. National Geographic once named it one of the 10 best beach cities in the world, while Time magazine listed it as one of the best places to live. These recognitions only solidify its status as a must-visit destination. However, beneath its reputation as a world-class beach city and tourist hotspot, Santa Monica grapples with issues that often go unnoticed. Homelessness, drug addiction, and unemployment are significant challenges faced by some of its residents, revealing a stark contrast to the city's otherwise idyllic image. These realities reflect a side of Santa Monica that's far from the sun-soaked dream it appears to be. Santa Monica, a city often associated with affluence, boasts a median household income of $109,503, well above California's average. Yet, beneath its wealth and glamour lies a stark reality, a serious homelessness crisis. Around 10% of its residents live in poverty, with homelessness rates continuing to rise, particularly around high-traffic areas like the Santa Monica Pier and 3rd Street Promenade. By 2024, the city reported 774 homeless individuals, a slight decrease from the previous year, but still a troubling figure. This crisis is exacerbated by the city's skyrocketing cost of living and unaffordable housing market. Despite Santa Monica's booming economy, driven by thriving tech industries and tourism, not everyone reaps the benefits. Low-income workers, even those holding full-time jobs, often find themselves priced out of the housing market and slipping into homelessness. To put things into perspective, the median home price in Santa Monica exceeds $1 million, while monthly rent for an apartment ranges from $3,000 to $4,000. For service industry workers earning minimum wage or slightly above, these steep costs create an overwhelming financial burden, forcing many into homelessness despite holding steady jobs. What is perhaps most striking about Santa Monica is the proximity of homelessness to extreme wealth. It's not uncommon to see tents lining sidewalks or public parks just steps away from luxury high-rise apartments or bustling tourist spots like the Santa Monica Pier. This juxtaposition of opulence and destitution creates a jarring, ironic contrast, where the city's iconic landmarks stand side by side with some of its most vulnerable residents, painting a picture of deep social inequality. Once celebrated as a symbol of the California dream, with its pristine beaches and vibrant cultural scene, Santa Monica is now grappling with an escalating opioid crisis. Drug use, particularly of heroin, fentanyl, methamphetamine, and cocaine, has surged, especially among the city's homeless population. According to reports from the Los Angeles County Health Department, there has been a significant rise in overdose cases, many linked to fentanyl, a potent and often deadly opioid. Public spaces like parks and sidewalks have become areas where drug use is increasingly visible, with addicts openly using in broad daylight. The COVID-19 pandemic only worsened the situation, intensifying addiction issues while further damaging local tourism, businesses, and the overall quality of life for residents. In many ways, Santa Monica today feels like a shadow of its former self, with homelessness and drug addiction visibly dominating the streets. The intersection of homelessness and substance abuse is a tragic cycle in Santa Monica. Many of the city's homeless individuals are trapped in patterns of addiction that are incredibly hard to break, with limited access to mental health services and social support only making matters worse. While there are rehabilitation programs in place, recovery rates remain dishearteningly low. The impact of drug addiction goes beyond the individuals themselves, spreading its toll across the entire community, creating an environment where the sense of safety and well-being is increasingly at risk. As a bustling tourist destination, Santa Monica is well known for its vibrant nightlife, with glamorous clubs, bars, and high-end restaurants drawing in crowds from all over. However, beneath the glitz and glamour, the city also grapples with a hidden issue: prostitution. Although prostitution is illegal in California, the practice continues covertly, often linked to the city's nightlife industry and at times to organized crime networks. Popular tourist areas like the 3rd Street Promenade and Santa Monica Boulevard, which are filled with visitors by day, transform at night, becoming hotspots for underground activities. With the rise of technology and online platforms, prostitution has become harder to detect, yet it remains an active trade. Luxury hotels and entertainment venues frequently serve as discreet locations for these encounters. In addition to prostitution, Santa Monica faces a more sinister issue: human trafficking for sexual exploitation. This often takes place under the guise of legitimate work within the entertainment industry, making it a challenge for authorities to track and dismantle these operations. Santa Monica, with its image of sun-soaked beaches and serene neighborhoods, also carries a darker narrative linked to organized crime and gang activity that touches certain parts of the city. While not as overt as in other urban centers, the presence of street gangs has had a significant impact on the community. Situated near Los Angeles, a city with a long and tumultuous history of gang violence, Santa Monica is vulnerable to the influence of these criminal groups. Gangs like the Crips, Bloods, and various Latin gangs, well established in Los Angeles, have been known to extend their activities into Santa Monica. These groups engage in serious criminal enterprises such as drug trafficking, money laundering, and violent crimes, often spilling over into nearby neighborhoods. Though Santa Monica is generally perceived as safer than many parts of Los Angeles, reports from the Santa Monica Police Department highlight areas, particularly those bordering Los Angeles, where gang activity is more prevalent. These hotspots are frequent targets for coordinated efforts between the SMPD and the Los Angeles Police Department as they conduct joint operations aimed at curbing gang-related crime. Nevertheless, dealing with organized gangs is a formidable challenge. Their vast networks and deeply rooted operations make it difficult to eliminate their influence entirely. Santa Monica has long been a haven for billionaires and high-profile business magnates, where luxury homes and exclusive beachfront properties paint the picture of a perfect coastal lifestyle. Yet behind closed doors, the lives of these wealthy individuals often involve a different reality, one of extravagant parties, illicit drug use, and illegal activities. Many of these wealthy figures use their immense resources to fuel a hedonistic lifestyle, organizing secretive, high-end gatherings at lavish villas, often attended by celebrities and political insiders. These parties frequently involve illegal acts, including drug consumption and the hiring of sex workers, all carefully concealed from public view. One particularly notable scandal exposed a real estate mogul who exploited Santa Monica's high-value properties as a front for money laundering and illegal transactions. Despite the city's outward calm, it's not uncommon for these affluent power brokers to use their wealth and influence to shield themselves from legal consequences. Corruption has even seeped into local government. There have been instances where city officials accepted bribes from real estate developers to secure approval for major projects, with one so high-profile case involving bribes totaling $5.7 million. This kind of corruption undermines the integrity of public offices and erodes the trust of the community, as the influence of wealth skews development in favor of the rich and powerful at the expense of transparency and fairness. According to the Council for Community and Economic Research, the cost of living in Santa Monica is significantly higher than the national average, with housing, transportation, and groceries among the most expensive aspects of life here. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment can range from $3,000 to $4,000 per month, putting an enormous strain on the average worker. While the city's minimum wage of $16 to $18 per hour exceeds the national average, it still falls far short of what is needed to survive in this high-cost environment. Many low-wage workers, especially those employed in hotels, restaurants, and retail, are forced to take on multiple jobs just to cover basic expenses. Santa Monica is also home to a large population of immigrants, many of whom come seeking better economic opportunities. Yet, for many of these migrants, especially those from Latin America and Asia, the reality is harsh. They often find themselves trapped in low-wage jobs without legal protections or proper benefits. Many live in overcrowded, substandard housing conditions, unable to afford better due to the city's exorbitant real estate market. The economic divide between Santa Monica's wealthy elite and its low-income workers is stark and growing. This deepening inequality creates social tension as those struggling to make ends meet feel left behind, locked into cycles of poverty despite their hard work. The contrast between the opulence enjoyed by the city's richest residents and the economic hardship faced by many workers adds to a sense of injustice, as the dream of a better life in Santa Monica remains out of reach for many.